counselor came into my English class and we took career quizzes to see kind of what fields we're interested in going down. I want to teach English in Mexico, so obviously that wasn't going to be on there. But what I did get was a very, very, very inaccurate. So today we're going to be talking about careers I could never have and why. So without further ado, let's talk about it. First off, just eliminating like a really, really big, I cannot do any kind of doctor where they see blood or injury. I can't do it. The sight of blood makes me physically ill. If I see a really bad scraped knee, I'm getting sick. I couldn't imagine, like, I could never be, like, oh my god, just thinking about it. I couldn't be a doctor. I could be, like, a pediatrician or something like that. But I could not be a doctor that actually dealt with, like, real injury, because blood makes me sick and injury makes me nauseous. The next one, when I tell people that I could never be this, they're like, what? You'd be so good at it. No. A therapist. I could not be a therapist because I don't understand how you can sit and be, how can you sit and someone like pour their whole heart out to you and you just be like, I understand, and not become their bestie. Like, I feel like I would, because you're not allowed to like be friends with your clients. Like, you're not allowed to, like, I don't know. I could never do that. I would become way too attached to my clients, and I would take it personally if they fired me, and I would take it personally if they didn't want to like hang out socially, and you're not allowed to do that. Like, I just couldn't be a therapist. I also, like, I don't know, I could do the listening part, that's fine. It's just the fact that I have to look at you as a client and not a human being that gets me. I could never be a programmer or pretty much anything to do with like high technology, anything to do with technology in general, to be honest. I am actually awful with technology. It's so bad. I had to take a freaking, it was called Project Lead the Way in middle school, but it was like microbits and like programming and shit, and that class was so atrocious. I had to steal answers from other people every single assignment, and when it came time to do the final, I was the first to finish because I cheated. I went on YouTube and I looked up like the answer, because we basically had to like, it was like a project inside the Project Lead the Way website, and so I googled like a tutorial on it and I did it and I finished it, and I actually didn't even finish it to the extent that she wanted, because you had to like do that and then you also had to add, I dropped the earring back, hold on, you had to like do that and then also add stuff to it, and I didn't add the stuff. I just followed the tutorial, but she still passed me with 100% because she was like, you know what, I'm impressed that you did this much. But then at the end of the class, she sent this dude that was like super good in that class, like he was so freaking good at it, stole so many of his answers, come over and check my Chromebook search history to see if I cheated. Like, yes, I did, but like, have some faith in me. Oh my god. Any job that heavily relied on mathematics. I'm good at math. It's just so boring that I think if it was what my job revolved around, it'd actually like blow my brains out. I don't know if I can say that online. I'm not being for real. I would never get a job for math because it would just be really, 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 really boring. And I don't want a job that's boring. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm cutting off individual split ends. I'm not even kidding. I'll sit here for like so long and just listen to music and cut individual split ends. It's like a treasure hunt. And then whenever you find it, the satisfaction you get from cutting it is amazing. It's like got rid of that. You know? I don't know. All I'm telling you, turn on some music, sit down with some scissors, and really look at your hair and cut off every split end that you see, and you're gonna have a blast. You're gonna be like, oh my god, why have I not been doing this? Anyway, another career that I could never have is a firefighter. I could never, ever, ever be a firefighter because I'm claustrophobic, and they have to do a lot of things that would cause me to die and like panic really hardcore, because like my biggest fear is tunnels and caves, and I feel like when you're like crawling through a burning house to save people, there's gonna be like tunnel like situations, and I can't handle that because I'm claustrophobic. Oh my god, just thinking about it makes me like sick. Ew. I could never be a lawyer, and I feel like every girl gets told, oh my god, you would be such a good lawyer because you're so good at arguing. Every girl gets told that. However, I literally could never be a lawyer because I couldn't defend somebody I knew was guilty, and that's like part of the job. I just could never do it. I don't know. My morals are too strong to do that. I just couldn't do it. I don't care how much money they get paid. I would never defend someone who was guilty and then put another person through that. No. I could never be a politician because I think they're all disgusting, corrupt, evil human beings. Every single one of them. And I think even if you go into it a good person, you're gonna become corrupt and you're gonna become a disgusting, awful human being. So I could never be a politician. I could never be a chef because I genuinely am the worst cook you will ever meet. I have to Google how to preheat my oven. I have to Google how to, like, I don't know. I'm literally, I couldn't even make noodles. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm so bad in the kitchen. It's awful. Actually, the last time that I made noodles, I was home alone and I was on the phone with Kay the whole time. And I did it, but they didn't have any flavor because, like, the flavor was in the water, but I put too much water, and because I accidentally put in the water, and then the noodles or something, I don't know. I did it backwards. I did something backwards, and so then the flavor was like all in the water, and then I had to dump out the water, so then there was literally no flavor, and the noodles were like only hard, or they were like hard on the inside, soft on the outside. It was honestly pretty good texture, I'm not complaining, but like it was just really funky, and I'm just a really bad cook, and every time I say that, they're like, take facts, it'll help, take facts, it'll help. Okay, you know what, I don't care what you say. School's not about learning, alright? I'm not there to learn how to cook. I'm there to get A's, and if I were to take facts, I'm not getting an A, so I'm not taking that class. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Bye.